Well, hello, Warrior families. We're so excited to have you join us here on Curriculum Night or whenever you're viewing this presentation. We want to take a minute right now as you're going through your classes to start thinking about the student academic supports that we have available here at Waubonsie Valley for the 2021-2022 school year. One of the first academic supports that we want to introduce you to is our house system here. You might be asking, what is the house? Well, the house is your central support system here at Waubonsie Valley. These is made up of school counselors, social workers, deans, psychologists, and secretaries. They're all here to help you with your academics, your post-secondary plans, social emotional concerns, attendance, peer conflicts, problem solving, and so much more. We want you to actually get involved, see your house, get to know your team so you know who your front line of defense is when you come up with challenges in your classes or in your personal life that may be distracting you from what's going on in class. So here are the different house teams that we have here at Waubonsie Valley. They're sorted alphabetically so your family stays together. The Pride House serves families' last names A through E, and this team is located on the first floor of the atrium. We have our Tradition House serving last names F through L, and they're located behind our cafeteria. The Spirit House for our upperclassmen is last names M through R, and for our freshmen are M through RE. They're located in the main office. And finally, our Warrior House serves students S through Z for our upperclassmen and RF through Z for our ninth graders. And they're located on the second floor of the atrium. And as I said, the house system is just a great group of staff here that are committed to your students' success both inside and out of the classroom. But what about the academic resources this year? We have several different resources that are available to our students to take advantage of both during school and after school. And for simplicity's sake and for convenience of our students, we've located all of these resources in one central location, the ARC Hub, which is located just off of the LMC. So students have one place that they can go, whether it's during school or after school, for really targeted academic interventions. So first up, we have our Academic Resource Center, referred to here at Waubonsie as the ARC. So what is the ARC? The ARC really provides students with opportunity to receive academic support and instruction in all core areas during their lunch periods. Think of this as small group and individual tutoring for your student that you don't have to pay for. So what do our students need to know in order to take advantage of the Academic Resource Center? Well, they need to know that staff representing all of the core areas, English, math, science, social studies, and world language teachers are available there to help them with what's going on in class. Students can attend ARC for a full or a partial lunch period. And during this time, when they're meeting with their teachers, they can review for upcoming assessments. They can reteach concepts that they may not have picked up in class. They can catch up after being absent for some time. They might get editing assistance on essays, or they might be able to reinforce different topics that were covered in class. And sometimes just hearing it from a different perspective really helps that topic sink in for our students. We've also put all of the staff profiles of our ARC teachers on the student splash page so students can know exactly who they're going to be meeting with before they go to ARC. As previously mentioned, this takes place during our lunch periods. And if you want to see who the teachers are that are available during your student's lunch period, you can take a look at the next couple slides. We see during third period ARC, we have Miss Krippus, Miss Smith, Mr. Armstrong, and Mrs. Peplow. During fourth period, we have Mrs. Bokerman, Miss Marfadia, Miss Crawford, Miss Marquette, Mr. Wishway, and Mr. Kohler. Fifth period, the ARC is staffed by Mr. Arians, Mrs. Drafinski, Mr. Manzella, Mr. Miranda, Mr. C., and Mr. Calvert. During sixth period, ARC is staffed by Mrs. Goff, Miss Hitzman, Mrs. Rose, Miss Mraz, Miss Willis, and Miss Fay. And then seventh period, we have Mrs. Casey, Mrs. Sears, Mr. Datella, Mrs. Samuelson, Mrs. Westfall, and Miss Elbakari. Great group of teachers here covering a wide spectrum of classes, all available to help your student. We also know that ARC and lunch periods maybe isn't the most convenient time for all students, and that's why we also offer our ASAP program. ASAP is our after-school assistance program. So, what is it? This is the after school version of ARC. So, what do our students need to know? They need to know that this is open to all students in all classes at all grade levels. This will be in person right after school, right in the ARC Hub on Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at the end of September. Just like ARC, staff profiles are available on the student splash page so students can know who they're going to be meeting with before they walk in. And once again, just like ARC, students can go to ASAP to review for upcoming tests and quizzes, to have concepts retaught to them, to catch up after being absent, for that editing assistance on essays, or to help reinforce those difficult topics that they've already covered in class. ASAP is a fantastic program to avoid some of those private tutor fees that students may be facing if they're meeting with someone outside of Waubonsie. And finally, we also have our testing center. Our testing center, what is it? Well, this is where students are able to use the testing center for making up missed assessments or to reassess. So, what do you need to know before going to the testing center? Well, it's open during all lunch periods, just like ARC. Students must check in at the start of the period. Unlike ARC, where students can come and go at any time, students for the testing center need to start at the beginning of that lunch period. You should also let your current classroom teacher know that you plan on using the testing center so that they can have your test or quiz ready for you. We also encourage students to check in with their teacher about reassessment procedures for their class. And those are some of the academic supports that we hope to see your student take advantage of during the 2021-2022 school year. If you have any other questions, we encourage you to talk to your teachers or your school counselor about how to best utilize the academic resources available to you here at Waubonsie. In fact, if you have any questions, feel free to go to the staff splash page and look up your counselor's contact information and send them an email or a phone call right now. Have a great day and good luck, Warriors, on the 2021-2022 school year.